You know, when you're talented, gifted, favored, chosen, you easily create enemies. And these enemies are usually created because out of jealousy, right? And, and all those things are good and work to your benefit, but there's also a cost associated with being favored and chosen. In particular, when I think about being favored and chosen, I think about the children of Israel, especially in the book of Ezekiel. As a follow-up to my first video, I wanted to take a look at some of the acts that the children of Israel committed. So as I was going through it, I thought about this. Here's a people who has favor and that are peculiar among the surrounding nations, yet they absolutely did the opposite of God's judgments and of his statutes. In particular, God says that they changed his judgments and statutes into wickedness. And I can easily tell you about the stuff that you already heard, right? God compares his chosen and favored people to Sodom. And normally, when we hear about Sodom and Gomorrah, there's always a reference to homosexuality. But if you're going to throw that out there, you may as well throw out the whole landscape of it, right? In particular, the text reads, "Behold, this is the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, abundance of idleness was in her and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hands of the poor and needy. And they were haughty and committed abominations before me." So that's what Ezekiel 16 verses 49 and 50 read. And these are some of the behaviors that Sodom committed, in which God says, children of Israel, you've exceeded and went beyond those behaviors. The pride, the fullness of bread, the idleness. Does it sound familiar? Does it remind you of a particular person, a particular group, a particular nation? I'm not going to say any names. However, I wanted to pull that out to show that comparison to you. And so, as a result, the children of Israel had to experience God's judgment, which looked like exile, which looks like famine, pestilence, the sword, death. And the only way that they would really know God as Yahweh will be when he gathers and cleanse the people, and restore their land and increase their population size, according to Ezekiel 36, chapter 36. And my theory is that this will occur during the end times. And I say end times because the book of Ezekiel is supposedly written in chronological order. And so once you move into chapter 37, you'll see that there's a king that's referenced, and there are end time events that's referenced. And this king, according to the Christian faith, is a messianic prophecy regarding Jesus Christ, his second return.